Hey there, it's Darren Jenkins here from X10 Effect, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about funnels. You see, there's been a lot of talk around this subject for many years now. Funnel your way to $1 million and you must have a funnel to build a successful internet business, but I want to clear up a few things about funnels because it can get rather confusing. So let me overview it first and then give you an example. So for instance, if I was to explain what a funnel is, the easiest way to describe it would be is that it's a process, it's a sequence that takes people through online to try and convert a prospect into a customer as soon as possible. And of course, you've got people who buy straight away, you've got people who buy later, but it is a sequence, it is a process. And it moves along. Very similar to if you think of a shop, for instance, a retail shop. They might do an ad in the newspaper, or they might have a billboard on the highway or whatever, promoting their product or whatever. And then you go into that store, right? You enter the doors and you go in and there's someone there trying to sell you something, and some people buy, some people don't. The people who don't buy, it's very difficult to follow them up, right? But online, the beauty of a funnel is that we have that ability to follow up and try and convert prospects into customers who didn't buy the first time. And like I said, that's the beauty of a funnel. So let me give you an example. Let's use a free webinar, okay? A free webinar training. You send people to your registration page, okay? Also known as a lead catcher page or a landing page or a squeeze page. And you've all seen these pages. The person puts their name and email address in. Come and attend my free live webinar, okay, for example. Or maybe it's an automated webinar and they can watch it straight away. They enter their details. You capture their name and email address for your list, obviously, and then they get an email straight away with a link to click on for them to attend your live webinar or your automated webinar. And in the process of the webinar, you're giving away loads of great free valuable information, and then you have a call to action at the end, and you're telling them to go to your website or download your ebook or get your information course, or maybe it's a physical product you're selling, and then you've turned that prospect in your funnel into a customer. Now, remember, about 10% of people will buy, but 90% of people don't buy, but they're still interested. So you still want to get them excited, keep them excited while they're hot. So how do you do that in your funnel? Well, you keep emailing them, you keep giving them valuable information. You could send them to a podcast, you could send them to another page in an email which upsells them something to something smaller, for instance, because a low-end offer can be a great way to turn a prospect into a customer instantly because they don't know, like, or trust you yet, right? So it'll depend on your price points, but I've been talking a lot lately about 2020 being the year of the low-end offer, so don't be afraid to sell small products like $7, $97, anything in that sort of $1 to $100 price range, just to convert that cold traffic, those cold leads, into customers instantly, and then a percentage of those will buy from you later. So this is just all a process, guys. That's all a funnel is, and like I said, it's a sequence, and it takes you through this sequence, and some people buy straight away, some people don't, but a percentage will buy later, and sometimes they need to see your landing page or your webinar or your sales page or whatever you're offering. They need to see it 2 or 3 times to then buy. But if you don't follow them up, if you don't have a funnel, then you're losing customers, you're leaving money on the table. So I hope that helps. That's an overview of a funnel, and make sure you're implementing funnels into your internet business right now. Otherwise, you're not doing your internet business well, right? And we don't want that. So good luck with building your funnel, and I'll see you on the next video. Talk to you soon.